Alright. Hello? Do some design things here. Yeah, for some reason, the one I had scheduled didn't want to go schedule. Or go on as scheduled. So who knows what the fuck's going to happen this morning. Ooh, I said the F word early. Who knows what's going on this morning. So, I'm going to start playing some stuff if someone gets here. Hi, whoever is here. Really, George? All right. Hi, Kathy. He always picks the most inconvenient time. Well, here. I guess I'm not going to put on the show I was instead. I'm coming, George. Here you go.
All thoughts, all passions, all delights, whatever stirs this mortal frame, all are but ministers of love and feed his sacred flame. Oft in my waking dreams do I live o'er again that happy hour, when midway on the mount I lay beside the ruined tower. The moonshine stealing o'er the scene had blended with the lights of eve, and she was there, my hope, my joy, my own dear Genevieve.
She leant against the armored rounded statue of the armed knight. She stood and listened to my lay amid the lingering light. Few sorrows hath she of her own, my hope, my joy, my Genevieve. She loves me best whene'er I sing the songs that make her grieve.
I played a soft and doleful air, I sang an old and moving story, an old rude song that suited well that ruin wild and hoary.
She listened with a flitting blush, with downcast eyes and modest grace, for well she knew I could not choose but gaze upon her face.
I told her of the knight that wore upon his shield a burning brand, and that for 10 long years he wooed the lady of the land.
I told her how he pined, and the deep, the low, the pleading tone
with which I sang another's love interpreted my own.
She listened with a flitting blush, with downcast eyes and modest grace,
and she forgave me that I gazed too fondly on her face.
But when I told the cruel scorn that crazed that bold and lovely knight, and that he crossed the mountain woods, nor rested day nor night, that sometimes from the savage din, and sometimes from the darksome shade, and sometimes starting up at once in green and sunny glade, there came and looked him in the face an angel beautiful and bright, and that he knew it was a fiend, this miserable night, and that unknowing what he did, he leaped amid a murderous band, saved from outrage worse than death the lady of the land. And how she wept and clasped his knees, and how she tended him in vain, and ever strove to expiate the scorn that crazed his brain, and that she all the ditty. My faltering voice and pausing harp disturb her soul with pity. All impulses of soul and sense that thrilled my guileless Genevieve, the music and the doleful tale, the rich and balmy, and hopes and fears that kindle hope, an undistinguishable throng, in gentle wishes long subdued, subdued and cherished long. She wept with pity and delight, she blushed with love and virgin shame, and like the murmur of a dream, I heard her breathe my name. Her bosom heaved, she stepped aside, as conscious of my look she stepped. Then suddenly with timorous eyes she fled to me and wept. She half enclosed me with her arms, she pressed me with a meek embrace, and bending back her head looked up and gazed upon my face. 'Twas partly love and partly fear, and partly 'twas a bashful art, that I might rather feel than see the swelling of her heart. I calmed her fears and she was calm, and told her love with virgin pride. And so I won my Genevieve, my bright and beauteous bride.
I wrote a poem not too long ago. Yeah, I wrote a poem not too long ago called My Dog Phil. The first line is, my dog has a quasi-absolute power over me. I could have said, my dog George. All right, sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties this morning. And then we had some puppy difficulties this morning. Oh, I hope this doesn't bode for the... I hope this isn't how the rest of my freaking Monday's going. Don't have my third class, but I have a meeting with the prof in that. That's my poetry class. That's not really a class. And then tonight we're doing a reading. So yeah. Yes, he's a cootie paws. A difficult cootie paws. How is it going, Chetto? Well, it's been a while since I've been on yours too, but we still got to do that thing about ancient Mesopotamia. That's a running joke, right? But if you ever want to do something on ancient Mesopotamia, me might one of these years. And how's everything going? How is it going, Miss Bananas? That reminds me, I have bananas. How is it going, Irish? And how is it going, MD Media? Seeing some people I haven't seen in a while. I hope you're doing good. Actually, I hope all y'all guys are doing good on this Monday morning, because it is a Monday morning. Or if it's an afternoon, you've already had your Monday morning. I hope you had a good one, because, I'm having a Monday morning. So I guess I'll do my Monday show on Tuesday. All right, let's just play something here. I lost a couple people already, so you must not be wanting to hear me talk. Well, here, let's play some bluegrass.
Dusky groves were chilly all day long, mocking the nuthatch and the cardinal. The trim drab catbird trolls its fitful song. I hear the mellow golden pawpaws fall. Luscious fruit scorned as of little worth by those who long for guavas of the South. figs and bananas, pining that the north is barren of the luxuries of the earth. Fruit that I sought in childhood with a mouth eager to taste that wild, delicious juice. What orange grown in groves of Italy, or what pomegranate ripened in the dews of Grecian isles would I not now refuse for the rare flavored racy pulp of thee. Heaven bless the babe, they said. Heaven bless the babe. What queer books she may said where, but she must have read. She must have read. Love by whom I was beguiled. Grant I may not bear a child. Little does she guess today, little does she today, what the world may be, they say, what the world may be, they say, snow drift deep and covered till the spring my murdered love. bosom of his fairy bride. And then a counter-truth filled out its play. The Countess Kathleen was the name I gave it. She, pity-crazed, had given her soul away, but masterful heaven had intervened to save it. I thought my dear must her own soul astray, so did fanaticism and hate enslave it. And this brought forth a dream, and soon enough this dream itself had all my thoughts and stole the bread. Cuchulainn fought the ungovernable sea. Heart mysteries there, and yet when all is said, it was the dream itself enchanted me. Character isolated by a deed, to engross the present and dominate memory. Players and painted stage took all my love, and not those things that they were emblems of. Those masterful images, because complete, grew in pure mind, but out of what began a mound of refuse or the sweepings of a street. Old kettles, old bottles, and a broken can. Old iron, old bones, old rags, and a raving slut. Who keeps the till now that my ladder's gone? I must lie down where all the ladders start, in the foul rag and bone shop of the heart.
That is rude. No, although I'm sorry you got to see my mug extra large. Oh, yeah. Yes, they better listen, Joe. And that's all we want. We just want people to listen. We want people to listen to us. Well, at least I do. Listen! Please hear me. Oh yeah, being little melodramatic there. Well, in that case, in honor of, where is it right here? I don't even want to say in honor anything, because here, Sophia. Here.
As a twig trembles which a bird lights on to sing, then leaves unbent, so is my memory thrilled and stirred. I only know she came and went, as clasped some lake by gusts unriven, the blue dome's measureless content. So my soul held that moment's heaven. I only know she came and went, as at one bound our swift spring heats, the orchards full of bloom and scent. So clothe her May, my wintry sleeps. I only know she came and went. Stood and met my gaze through the low doorway of my tent. The tent is struck, the vision stays. I only know she came and went, as at one bound our swift spring deeps, the orchards full of bloom and scent. So close went. As everyone bound our swift spring leaps, the orchard's full of bloom and scent. So clothe her May, my wintry sleeps. I only know she came and went. Only to think she came and went.
No, thank you, Sophia. And you, Joe. And you, Irish. And you, Captain. And if you're still there, Chad and Matt and whoever, thank you guys. Because if you guys weren't here, I'd be talking to myself. Or my dogs, which is what I do most of the time. And I know they get tired of hearing me because, I get tired of hearing my ass talk too. That's why we're going to play some more here. Let's play this one. We hadn't heard this one in a minute.
I'm all alone in this world, she said. Ain't got nobody to share my bed. Ain't got nobody to hold my hand. Truth of the matters, I ain't got no man. Big boy opened his mouth and said, trouble with you is you ain't got no head. If you had a head and used your mind, you could have me with you all the time. He answered, babe, what must I do? He said, share your bed and your money too. He said, share your bed and your money too. He said, share your bed and your money too. He said, share your bed and your money too. Big boy opened his mouth and said, trouble with you is you ain't got no head. If you had a head and you used your mind, you'd be all the time. He said, share your bed and your money too. Hey, yeah. He said, share your bed and your money too. Money too. I met the bishop on the road, and much said he and I. Those breasts are flat and falling now. Those veins must soon be dry. Live in a heavenly mansion, not in some foul sty. Fair and foul are near of kin, and fair needs foul, I cried. My friends are gone, but that's the truth. No grave, no bed denied. Learned in bodily lowliness and in the heart's pride. A woman can be proud and stiff when on love intent, but love is pitched his mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be sold that has not been rent. When on love intent, but love has pitched his mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be sold or whole that has not been
Hey Jennifer, how's it going? Let me go up here. It's always good to have backup plans. Luckily, my neighbors are cattle. You know, bovines, they just look at you suspiciously most of the time. To their cud. Yes, it's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I think I don't know what my they don't I don't know. Now Lena, she's cool. Although I hate her dog. And for me to hate a dog it takes a lot. That's one of the reasons I don't hang out with her, because I hate her damn dog. Hey Jennifer. Yeah, I think I said that, didn't I? Alright. Hey Amy, how is it going? How are you doing? Alright, this was going to be a regular show, and then I had technical difficulties, had to totally redo it. Yeah, it came on and goes, your replay, your live stream didn't start. Try again or contact customer service. So I had to try again and again and again, and they redid it. So usually when I talk, I start losing viewers. So yeah, here we go. Japanese lullaby.
Sleep
vision and fold your wings, little blue pigeon with mournful eyes. Am I not singing? See, I am swinging, swinging the nest where my darling lies. Your mercy still wants the mercy despots feel. Hear it in that battle peal. Read it on yon bristling steel. Ask it ye who will. You see who have done it from the veil. On they come, and will ye quail? Let rain and iron hail, let their welcome be. So well as where heaven its dew shall shed on the martyred patriot's bed, and the rocks shall raise their head of his deeds to tell.
One moment, please. All right. Yeah, my speaker fell off my desk. Yes, it is. The song that Joe made about Me Too is amazing. Actually need. Would you send me a copy of that? Because the only copy I know of is the one you have on your channel. You know, I am of all of the tracks that I've made, you know, and especially the ones I've actively participated in making, that's the one I'm probably the most proud of. Because you know, it's not only led me to, you know, it's led me to the subject for the paper I'm writing, which, if you want to, you can watch this. This is a mini series altogether that called The Sons of Liberty. The History Channel made it about 10 years ago. It's really great. It's very loose with it's a basically historical fiction. It's very loose, but it does get some of the spirits of the times. And Joseph Warren is a character in it, and that's the guy that I'm writing about. And believe me, the what they did in there with his character is just freaking great, but far off the mark from historical reality. He was the spy master for the Sons of Liberty. He did die, you know, he did die at the Battle of Bunker Hill, and but he didn't, as far as we know, he didn't mess around with the general's wife. If that'll get you interested in watching it, watch it. It's really good. But that's one of the few ones I've got to really sound like Black Sabbath. All right. And we're not going to listen to anything that sounds like Black Sabbath for the rest of it. But we're going on a different trajectory because we're going to funk it out for a little bit. Here we go. Here's our word.
What words we had, we wielded need, we knelt and wept, we wrung the wet, the sweat, we racked our lips, we rang for words to ward off sleep, to warn ourselves to warn. The earth we mounted, wound our vows until it fit, and fits the earth we mounted, rouse and rock, we harp, we yawned and tried to yarp and tried to fix, we facted, felt, we fapped and fan-fed, anthem, hammered, felt, the words were stagnate, snapping half in heat, the wane, the melt, what words we'd hoarded, halved in a holy porous, meanwhile tide still tied, and we still we rang for words to ward off sleep, to warn ourselves, to warn. The earth we mounded, wound our vows until it fit, and fits the earth we mounded, roused and rocked, we harped beyond and tried to yarb and tried to fix a fix. We facted, felt we factin', fan-fed anthems, hammered, felt the words were stagnate, snapping half in heat. The way the melt what words we'd hoarded, halved and holy porous. Meanwhile, tide still tide, and we still wash for sounds to mark and mark. Still wash for sounds to mark and mark. Maud went to college, Sadie stayed home. Sadie scraped life with a fine-tooth comb. She didn't leave a tangle in, a comb found every strand. Sadie was one of the livingest chicks in all the land. Sadie bore 2 babies under her maiden name. Maud and Ma and Papa nearly died of shame. When Sadie said her last so long, the girl struck out from home. Sadie left as heritage her fine-tooth comb. Mama went to college, is a thin brown mouse. She is living all alone in this old house. When Sadie said her last so long, a girl struck out from home. Sadie left as heritage her fine-tooth comb. Mother went to college, is a thin brown mouse. She is living all alone in this old house. Already fallen plum bloom stars the green apple boughs, and apple boughs is not as old toads back. Where there's small roses, there a rose is seen. The building thrush watches old job who stacks. The bright peeled roses on the sunny fence. Nuzzle in the dark, making the pullets run, and sulky as a child when her play's done. Stars the green apple boughs, and apple boughs as nard as old toads back. Ooh. Where there's small roses, there a rose is seen. Ba-da-ba. The building thrush watches old Job who stacks. Ooh. The bright pill dozes on the sunny fence. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. The pencil grunts to hear him stumping by. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And tries to push the boat and scamper thence. But her ring snout still keeps her to the stile. And out lets her run away, she snorts in bundling gallop for the cottage door. With hungry hubbub begging crust and orts. Then like the whirlwind bumping round once more. Nuzzle in the dark, making the pullets run, and sulky as a child when her play's done.
Yes, very groovy. I agree. Yes, piggies. God's tastiest animal. All right, my friends, I am going to play one more, and then I have to go to school and stuff. So make sure to have an awesome day and all that stuff. Thanks for dropping by. I guess I'll just have more time tomorrow. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and play tomorrow's show. Today's show tomorrow. Or today. Or whatever. All right. So let's continue our semi-inspirational one. What do you think?
This plowman dead in battle slept out of doors many a frozen night, and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all boors, at Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush. Said he, I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. This plowman dead in battle slept out of doors many a frozen night, and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all boors, at Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush. Said he, I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps.
church above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps.
Well, we got about 3 minutes until the hour's over, so yeah, when you got good tunes and you got good company, it usually does. So yes, go out there and conquer your day, my friends, or if you're in the midst of it, hopefully your battle plan's going pretty good. I'll let y'all know tomorrow how today's went. Yes, I've got a meeting with my prof, my poetry prof, class, meeting, class, and then tonight there's a reading. So yay! What a Monday! Y'all have a good one, my friends. I'll see y'all around tomorrow, same time, same channel. Hopefully, no technical difficulties like we had this morning. I got 6 already made for you. Well, 12 from 6 poets, some returners. Yeah, have a good day, everyone. Also, remember, if you want to, and if you're bored, I highly recommend for an entertaining historical fiction miniseries. Pretty good. I'm about a third of the way through it. Of course, I'm going to use it to help me write my paper, so hey, there's no other weirdo than I would like to be than your weirdo, Sophia. In a strictly brotherly sister type way. Oh, yes, by no public works meetings today. Okay, good. At least I ain't missing out on anything. We're going to be talking about museums. We're going to be making a virtual museum for my rhetoric class. That's the last major project, and I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, which is pretty much been the semester so far. So, yes, bye, lovely weirdos, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same channel, and Lord willing, bye.